otherwise known as Clore. When this figure came out, I have to admit, I would get so upset when people go, "Hey, Thor's out." I'd be like, "Dude, that's not Thor, that's his clone." It really aggravated me, and it's something small, but yeah, it really aggravated me. So, I had a friend, he had actually bought this on clearance. I just had it sitting around his house. All at once, he's like, "Man, I need to get rid of this." And he's like, "Dude, I got this on clearance." He's like, "What do you want for it?" It's like, "Oh, make $1 or $2, $15. I'm like, "Sold." So I got him, and I couldn't be happier. I'm kind of glad I didn't get him when he came out. I later got the actual Thor from the 80th anniversary, and of course I got Eric Masterson. All of them, both of them use this mold. Again, this is an interesting mold, based off of my favorite Thor figure. I do dig the robotic parts. Now, of course, we got to go back in the Wayback Machine and remember, this is a clone of Thor that appeared in Civil War. Now, I don't know how on earth you explain a robotic clone, because the explanations I saw were weird, and it was like, okay, he's a clone, but he's a robot. I don't understand. And it never makes it clear. So, Clore has a regular undamaged head and an undamaged hand that he can use. I'm never going to use them because this is a much cooler look. And of course, he has his fake hammer. But with that hammer, he has the spinning one. He is not keeping the spinning one. That is going to Thor, where it should be. It should have been in the first place. But you can't do that. You got to give it to the clone. Coolest accessory they've put out in a long, long time. You give it to the clone. How irritating. Okay, so the figure itself, it looks just fine. Very much comparable to the figure it's based on. And, there are some slight color differences, but overall, this is a really good figure. I can't knock it in the slightest. The add-ons will just make it that much better. So it's really hard for me to come up with anything new to say about this figure other than the new parts, because this is basically Thor. But he's supposed to be a clone of Thor, so it really makes sense. I mean, he's just like Thor, because he's supposed to be. End of discussion. Although I do like him. He's pretty decent. I got another Thor baddie. So, there we go. Even though, as far as I'm aware, this clone of Thor and Thor never met. Maybe I'm wrong. That's when I started getting out of comics. Because when Thor came back and really beat the crap out of Iron Man, that was one of the few things I did pick up. But I mean, I pretty much lost my interest after Civil War. I was like going, this is enough deconstruction, guys. But anyways, another fun one to the collection. I really like it. Thank you for watching Infinite Realms. Don't forget to like and subscribe.